Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget it, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen.
Just west of the world-famous Las Vegas Strip, we're at the site of Super Bowl 58, Allegiant Stadium, here in Las Vegas.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
The kicker, Daniel Carlson, has this one teed up. And off we go from Vegas. This taken at the 5. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. We'll be back up now to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10. Comes Walker. They'll run with the man from Marshall, Rashid Ali. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Lamar going to work from the pistol. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. But they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least 1 first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's taken in. It's Rashid Ali. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Ravens sending the punt team out there, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. That's not going to work out as planned. This is going to be down on this side, midfield.
I'm driving a Bentley Bentayga like all of my life. I'm in that thing shifting, and I'm lane switching. I'm stand on straight, baby. Like Blake Griffin. He keep talking about all these. Here we go. We're good.
They'll run, and here's the rookie from Notre Dame. modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
Taken down to the 41. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. Walker, first down and more. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Raiders. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
They're on the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. He's going to run it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Here's second and 2. They'll motion over Flowers. On the handoff, this is Ali. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll go once more with Ali. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's second and 6. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and third down coming up.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
He finds his receiver. That's Bateman.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Jackson now to throw on first down. He's got a man. It's Walker. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
On second down, it's Ali. Space to run inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way home. Rasheen Ali. Touchdown, Baltimore.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Ravens will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. He's going nowhere, losing yardage on that play.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third and long. He'll drop to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. The Raiders send their punt team out. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. In motion comes Walker. A carry now for Ali. Room to run at the 35. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
Another try with Ali. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Jackson. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. 11 yards. Pass there. Good for a Raven 1st down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Play action now. Jackson. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd. And, you know, they missed on that long attempt. At least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. They'll motion over Flowers. Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught! And he's in! Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens.
This is just backbreaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's 3rd and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the 1st down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
Intercepted by Odafe Oweh. His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the zone read, it's a give to Ali. Good running inside the 25. The speed on display. He's in. Rasheen Ali. Touchdown, Baltimore. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Give him a 2nd touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the 1st.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Tight end going in motion here. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
He'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. A handoff here, up the middle. He is in. Touchdown, Vegas. Greg, we better tie those shoelaces tight. We could be in for a track meet. Great start on offense in this one.
Yeah, it certainly has, Mike, and I think the biggest thing for this offense is how they've bounced back to some early adversity. They found themselves trailing here in the first quarter, and they cut into that lead. I have a feeling this thing's going to go back and forth, and we're going to have some fireworks ahead of us.
1 quarter in the books. It's the Ravens out front, and we're back in Vegas after this. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This will be returned from the 6. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Pistol formation with Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And the pistol, Jackson ready. And that is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and it'll be 3rd down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack, 2nd down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
3rd and long for Jackson. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Back to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
A run on 1st and goal. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. First and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Catch made there, left side by Walker. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
In motion comes Andrews. To the air one more time with Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On third down, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's into the end zone. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. Gay to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Ravens go up by 7. 28-21. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That's a short one, caught by Bowers.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They run with Walker. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
To the air now on first and 10. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. That's caught left side by Bowers. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Here's a third down and 4. He'll drop to throw. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here's Walker. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll look to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Carlson on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders will cut the lead down to 4.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
From the 6, here comes a return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now, Jackson. That's caught by Ali. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. A 1st down throw for Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently. Not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. A pass right side going to be taken in by Walker.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Very nice return. He takes it up past the 35-yard line. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Ravens are in front. As we send you to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with the EA Sports Halftime Report. It's all yours, Coach. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Now return coming from the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. His throw left side is complete. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
To the ground, a 1st down run. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
To the ground, he'll get it again. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it.
48-yard line. Gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Say don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We get it right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he will have the 1st down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that 1st down.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the 1st down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to his tight end Bowers. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's caught by Bowers. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. To Williams. He's got it. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. From the pistol, here's Walker. And he'll take this down to about the 7. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Give on the ground, and the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Carlson now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. The return starts from the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Real quick.
On the ground, it's Ali. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Jackson. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Ali. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
3rd and long. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
In motion comes Walker. Here's a handoff to Ali. And he'll get about 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go once more with Ali. And he's into the end zone yet again. Rasheen Ali. Touchdown, Baltimore. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
31.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Now, faking the give. And he's got Palmer. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
Up the middle they go. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's the game of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Williams in motion. Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
So big kick coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to get back within a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they inch a bit closer here in this 4th quarter.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Lamar going to work from the pistol. Going up top and looking for Flowers. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
And it's the arm talent, Mike. It's on full display. His ability to step up in the pocket, get everything behind that ball, and throw a laser downfield. That's not a throw that all quarterbacks in the NFL are capable of making, and I think it was pretty good defense. Just turned out to be a better throw.
Now they'll set up the screen for Ali. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got another one. Rasheen Ali. Touchdown, Ravens. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the fourth quarter, I think they'd feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Ravens are going to open up the lead to 8. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it's going to be third down. Back to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll look to throw. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert first downs underneath.
And he will get into the end zone. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Vegas. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a two-part story? Part one taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this two-point conversion here to tie it up.
And now the Raiders faced with an important two-point conversion attempt. Now a give up the middle. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
Ravens 42, Raiders 40. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Handoff. This is Ali. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Pistol formation with Jackson. He's got a man. It's Walker. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing Jackson. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught by Ali. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 36 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Here's a run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Ball at the 3, second down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Rasheen Ali, touchdown Baltimore. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game.
Raiders 40. Matt Gay set to kick off.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Can show my stock, but still stack tall, you still can't trade me. Storms are minor, but you know she living major. When you flying up, this ain't no cables. Don't live what happened in Vegas and stay in Vegas. Morning time, we check the news, we make the pages.
First and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over just shy of midfield.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the ground, they go with Ali. And a short pickup here, brought down just shy of midfield. Another try with Ali. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. Back to throw, Jackson. Open man, left side, he's got it. They pick up 17 through the air. First down, Baltimore.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
A carry now for Ali. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
First down, Ravens.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. Down to a knee here goes Jackson. And that should do it.